I don't know. I usually don't know what that is either. So from yesterday's NMG run, by the way, I found out. Could check what my placement would be on the leaderboard for Link to the Past if I decided to put myself as a speed runner on Speed Runs Live or whatever. And fair enough. Um, so if we uploaded our NMG run with timer to the leaderboard for Link to the Past, I would be in like 565th place. So I'm not intending to right now, but like it's an interesting thought. I could be an official speedrunner. Fire ride. I don't know. It's an interesting idea, like, you know, uploading and actually being on a leaderboard for the time. I think I might wait until I at least can post a sub 2 hour run. And then maybe I'll consider uploading. Yeah, this Homer sprite is a little scary. Okay, that's a bottle on the ledge. I mean, I don't think it'll take long to get a sub 2. Like, I was close already, and part of the reason I didn't sub 2 yesterday was because we took a really cruddy route. And Ice Palace is a jerk. So, but I think we can push sub 2. Plus, there's a lot of tricks we don't know. As I was saying earlier, the big thing I don't have right now, or like some of the spots I don't have tricks. No, Ice Palace is terrible. I will always believe that. It is my least favorite dungeon. Some people have dungeons they dislike. Everybody has a dungeon they dislike. Mine just happens to be Ice Palace. Ether and Cape. Cape's not a good sign this early, I'll be honest. Believe me, it's better than it used to be. Like, I hated it a lot more. You're doing it tomorrow night? Good. battle. What time? Out of curiosity's sake. Okay. Glove. Yeah, we're going with the Homer skin today. It's kind of freaky. Homer looks very weird. No, it's fine. I know people actually run Homer as their favorite skin. I don't think... It's not my favorite. Yeah, I think it is the left-right movement. I think up and down he looks fine, but the way his head sits on the body in the left-right movement just feels off. Moon Pearl. Okay, so we're a hammer or a glove away from Dark World access. So yeah, we did our first ever NMG run yesterday, timed NMG run, and we were 2 hours and 2-ish minutes. (2:01:33). Okay. I started rerunning a little bit last night, and then I just quit mid-run. So, as we start doing more runs, we'll start seeing some variations, and can use more categories. Hey, a hook shot. That's cool. So the idea is that as I do more runs, we'll be able to have like splits that show like, you know, what my best of a segment was, you know, how much I've improved or gotten worse in a segment. He doesn't look different with blue mail. Is there a difference now that I've gotten blue mail? Anybody? I don't see one. I thought his trousers were already blue. Oh, were they? Okay. See, I'm just used to the idea that Homer always has blue pants. So, based on what I've got, it looks like the play is Death Mountain, but we're going to check Back of Escape real quick. But I am fed today. I did eat lunch. We did not skip the meal. We had actual food. We didn't just have a few cookies. I know, actual food. We had leftover pizza. I had a couple of slices of white pizza. Oh, that sucks, Scruff. I'll try not to talk food. Okay, top of Spectacle Rock doesn't matter. What's inside Spectacle Rock? Doesn't matter either, okay. So far, this play is not helping. But I didn't really count on those two helping much. I'm kind of hoping for Paradox Cave and Spiral Cave to have what I need. Why do they call it Paradox Cave? Well, we're about to see why. See, I'm entering what you would think is the bottom, because it's lower on the mountain and it's a level below. But I'm dropping down to an area that, at least on the map or on the overworld, appears to be above it. So thus, Paradox. I don't have an undifferent item to trigger the crystal switch, so... Single arrow, bombs. Paradox, you've really been bad so far. Bugnet, Master Sword. Master Sword is okay, I guess. By the way, Bugnet does not get on the tracker. Does not have a spot on it. So last thing we can check what's on the floating island. I can't get it. And we can check what is in Spiral Cave. Spectacle Rock doesn't matter. What do we go do after this? I don't want to do that, but I don't have a lot of options right now. powder. I don't want to go do Aga, that's for sure, but I should at least check escape. Front and back. If I find the hammer or the mirror, I'm going to be kind of annoyed, though. Because unfortunately, that means I will have to do an extra trip up the mountain at least once. And I could have avoided it. Lots of money, though. Wow. We're up over 1,100 rupees already. Crazy sauce on those numbers. Like, we're set rupee-wise for the rest of this race. Bum, 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 bum. We have not yet found the small key to the back of Escape. Maybe it's in its normal chest and I don't have to worry about Dark Cross. That'd be nice. Okay, Red Cane. What are you confused about Kona? Not that I'm the master of Kona. Yeah, no, that's the impression I got from watching Joe play it, is that it's aimless wandering. I know there's like a goal, but... You know what? We're just going to do a save and quit. Death Warping's going to take too long. Do I check Saha's closet? Yeah, I should at least check the closet. So is Kona definitely going to be a hit, or are you just still kind of guessing? Hey, we got the ice rod. Okay. Interesting. You give us ideas about where our best shots are, and then you're taking a random shot right now. Interesting. Risky. See if it pays off. Oh, did you? Fair enough. 3 items in Eastern. But this is like the only shot I have of not having to do Aga. Besides Agina, and I don't want to do Agina for 1 item. I hate the Agina play. I think it's a waste of time. And I know some people swear by checking Agina's cave. Give me the book and I'll go check Agina. Yeah, I think what we're going to do is after the race, we'll switch over to BioShock Infinite. That is the plan. 2 items. Not only do we have the kill 50 enemies with the shotgun achievement for warboats, we also have the spend 1,000 or $10,000 on the vending machines as part of the to-do list from Dan, so double duty. He said duty. Sorry, I know that was very childish. Oh, so childish. There's the 3rd item, okay. The only option left is either there's an item in Agina that would give me progression, or I have to just bite the bullet and go do Aga. We're going to do Aga. Just to make sure. There. Reset blue ball count. You have free reign for blue balls for this Aga fight. I mean, we have a lot of access to Dark World. It's not like we're limited on Dark World access. Hey, this is the part Ross is going to start with tomorrow. So really, what I'm doing is just about as close to what Ross will be doing tomorrow for his playthrough. The only difference really is that I've got blue mail and he won't. But heart number is roughly going to be the same. I think I have 1 less heart. So, roughly equivalent. By the way, we did add a new command. I'm gonna apologize. I stole a command from Scruff, although mine's got a different flavor on it. Yeah, there really wasn't a better option yet. Damn it, Streamjar. There's one blue ball. Really don't want any, but, you know, nobody can be that lucky. Except for in my first NMG run. Only one. Nice. Oh, do I have both Pride and Ego? I should get rid of the Pride one, because I think the only one I put on was actually the one I put on my stream deck was Ego. I think I originally called it Pride, and I was like, no. I thought Ego was better. But yeah, the potato one. I don't know. I think my potato's got some, you know, good personal character to it. Pendant Ice. Pendant TR? Oh, you rat bastard game. You give me all the stuff to do Turtle Rock, and you're going to tell me it's a pendant. Oh, I know. Nice. Yeah, we're not going to go to pod yet. Without the bow, I don't feel it's a worthwhile play. So I'm going to hope that... Between Skull and Thieves and Village of Outcasts... Actually, we'll check the graveyard. Or not the graveyard. We'll check Bumper Ledge first, because we've got Cape. Okay, that doesn't matter. Just a piece of heart. Well, you didn't miss anything. We did Aga. Because, unfortunately, we didn't find the Titan's Mitts or the hammer in Light World. I mean, I'm technically, I guess, done Warboats. In a sense. Okay, sure. I didn't want to catch the ferry, but yeah, I guess that works too. But I kind of do want to sink all 3 boats. With only a Master Sword, I'd like to save some magic for the fight. There. Green pendant is Eastern Palace. Crap pendants are TR and Ice Palace. We already got Cane of Samaria, Fire Rod, Ice Rod. We had to do an Aga fight to get Dark World access. But our first crystal today is going to be Skullwoods. So 2 dungeons, like, you know, as everybody knows, I dislike Ice Palace, and unfortunately Ice Palace, or fortunately it's a pendant, so there is a chance I don't have to go there. But I have most of the resources to do both Ice and TR. The only thing really stopping me from either is like a hammer and glove upgrade. No. This is not expert. It's normal difficulty. Although it's funny that I'm already up to 8 hearts. That's a good find. Perfect timing, too. So, but yeah, nothing too much yet. What, we're half an hour in, so we did about as much as we could. There was only one thing we didn't check before doing Aga. So unless I got really unlucky and the hammer or the Titan's mitts were in Agina's cave, then we're okay on having done that Aga play. That's one item off the list. Awesome. Okay. So all we need to do is if we can find the hammer in Dark World, then we made the right play in doing Aga. Yeah, but I think I'll do the cross keys tonight. I know nobody will be awake for it, but 9 p.m. cross keys. I shall suffer for 3+ hours. Is Dopey still going with Many Faces, or did he finish that one up? I'm guessing he finished it. I mean, it's East Asia Soft. Those are always quick. I'm guessing that's where you were, stream-wise at least. Okay. Oh. Okay. That's a good idea, too. What was on the menu for tonight, Elkash? Was it good? I'm trying to do everything I can to get the hammer before going into Thieves Town. I really am. A bow? That's not bad. I'll gladly take a bow. I'm glad I made that play. Okay, I guess we'll clear Thieves and then go do Purple Chest. Along with Cave 45 and Hype Cave and Stumpy. Can't do Turtle Rock without the hammer, so that's still off the board. I don't want to go up to Death Mountain without the hammer at this point, because I don't want to have to do a whole nother loop of Death Mountain after I get the hammer. One item. There's 4 items in Thieves. We know that the big key had to be in the front 4. What's Homer's bunny sprite? Devil Homer is the bunny sprite. Okay. And there's my hammer. Awesome. Am I too rich resource-wise? Is that what it is? Okay, so if we're talking about what I still need in this seed, okay, let's get through all the fun jokes about, you know, I have too much stuff already. I need the flute. So without the flute, we're still kind of, we need the mirror, or wait, we have the mirror. We need the flute and the flippers. Hey, Ima. Yeah, we're playing as Homer today. So, at minimum, I need flute and flippers. Flute is needed to get to Mire. Flippers is needed to clear Swamp. What we can say is that flute could be on the pedestal if this seed really wants to be rude. Because technically, I don't need flute to do the pendant dungeons. Other than that, flippers can't be on the pedestal because I need flippers logically to clear Ice Palace. Boots is a mystery right now. That could be bad. Unfortunately, Boots is kind of a... There's 2 scenarios I need Boots right now. Desert Big Key. If it's on the torch, then I would need it, and also the GT Big Key. And then there's 2 items I can't check without Boots. I know. I know so many of you would love some of these bad things to happen, so... I bring them up because I know you care. Oh yeah, we killed Aga. So this was an Aga seed. We played that correctly. It stinks that it was an Aga seed, but we did the right thing. But yeah, we're definitely finding a lot of items. This is a lot, item-wise. Yeah, we're gonna war boats after this, so. But for now, we're gonna hopefully get a win. We've been on a bit. We've lost a few, and I do want to get back in the win column. I like hovering right around 500. We can clear pod, so that's good. Dang it. That's a mirror bonk. Can't bonk without boots, but you can still mirror bonk. That was worthless, but it's the right route. I mean, we're doing good routing. Words. I speak goodly. Boomerang. But that was it. Hype Cave was a bust. Yeah, no, I get that. I understand. If I clear pod, I'll have access to the pyramid. Fairy. Yeah, there's definitely some offers, and you see them, you're just like, really? Can we know? I always find it funny when there's also the games that are suggested to buy, and I'm just like, don't you know that I've played that one? Old Cash, bean dives are coming up. I definitely need more games. We only just hit 2,500 on my profile recently. I know. Make it sound like I'm not okay with the wall of shame growing. I like that it's not a pile, though. It's a wall. Makes me feel better about it. I mean, as we've said, the wall, the pile, whatever you want to deem it, it has two very big extremes. It's like stuff's done or it's not been touched. There's not a ton of in between. And I take pride in that. Oh, you didn't like Stretch Arcade? I mean, I had my own issues with it, I'll be honest. Quake. Interesting. I didn't think it was too difficult. My issue with it is just it's too small. The detail was kind of hard to get right for my eyes. Flute. That's fair. So we are just missing... Okay. Bombos could be needed. Meyer could be Bombos. And Boots would still be nice. And we definitely need the flippers. But we can go clear Meyer. If we have access, mind you. I know, all hope for Bombos. All hail the Bombos medallion. Yeah, if you're hoping for bad stuff, hope for Bombos. Praise RNGesus. I mean, we already had to do Aga today. An Aga fight is not fun. Ah. I think Thieves Town was the other 5-6. Either way, we've got both the 5-6 crystals. And we do have an easy road to getting Pyramid Fairy access, so... we have to mirror. If you've cleared Aga and have the mirror and are in Dark World, you start on top of the pyramid. So if you want to start at Sanctuary, you have to actually mirror to Light World first. So that's why we're doing that. I have made that mistake a lot of times. Okay, so we're gonna check Mire. Here comes the play, though. How much of a go mode are we in? Okay, or how close to go mode? It is Ether, so that's good. We do not need Bombos yet. But we're still in Master Sword. I would prefer to have a better sword. I mean, you know. I don't think that's too greedy, is it? Master Sword Silverless versus Tempered Sword Silverless is huge. We're gonna do desert first. I want to see if the boots are somewhere or if the flippers are around here. We'll grab that heart container. We're only at 10 hearts. Okay. You're hoping to see either the big key or the small key on the torch, if you want this seed to go longer. Because those are boots requirements. Hey, we're not boots locked. It'd be great if boots were actually in here. There's the big key. Best case scenario, I don't have to go up the mountain until I've got the other 3 crystals done. What I'm hoping for is to make Hera my last crystal, and then we can just clear Hera and then be right outside of Ganon's tower. That's the goal. But we need flippers in only a few checks left. Between Desert and Mire. And I guess Pyramid Fairy, like, I'll probably do Pyramid Fairy before I do the mountain again. Nope. But another crystal. 4 crystals down, 3 to go. We can clear 2 of the crystal dungeons we have left. We got 2 items in Mire. We'll also check Agina's cave while we're here. Hopefully the flippers are here. Worst case right now would be vanilla flippers, because I probably will not check Zora for a while. The one thing I will say is Ice Palace is pretty much... No, we're not going to Ice Palace today. There's only one situation where I go to Ice Palace at this point, and it's very unlikely. The requirement for me to do Ice Palace at this point is that GT Big Key is on the torch, and boots are in Ice Palace. That's it. There is no other way I'm going to Ice Palace in this race. If I get that lost, something went very wrong. If I end up in Ice Palace for any other reason, please check on me and see that I'm okay. And thank you for the host, Dopey. Hope your many faces went well. I will definitely have to stream that one in the coming week or so. And try to get a high score. If there is a leaderboard of scores that I can, you know, we can see how I do. No, actually, I'm about to cause you pain, I think. I said that the only way I go into Ice Palace at this point is if, the GT Big Key is on the torch and boots are in Ice Palace. That's the only situation I'm actually going there in this seed. Because right now I'm really just looking for the flippers. So, hate to be the bearer of bad news, but yeah, that's where we're at. Good thing I don't have a subscribe button. Well, I guess we do have one on YouTube. Damn it. Always forget about that one. Hey, Dopey. Come on, item. Yeah, we're playing as Homer today. There we go. There's the second item, but we didn't get what we really wanted. Two crystals left. Yeah, all we're looking for are flippers at this point. Flippers cannot be in Ice Palace, so that is off the board. Flippers cannot be on pedestal, so pedestal's off the board. Agina's Cave is a possibility, so we're going to check here first. Actually, you know what? Let's do a save and quit. Yeah, Dopey, there's a whole assortment of sprites, and I pretty much just leave it up to people who feel like it, you know, just ask, like, what do people want to see for a sprite? And Dan decided he wanted to see the Homer Simpson sprite, so ask and you shall receive. I reserve power to veto a sprite if I don't think it's a good fit. So the invisible sprite I will veto for now. There might come a day where I say the invisible sprite is acceptable. But as it stands right now, I don't feel comfortable enough. I should. You are right, Joe. Whoo! This atrocity. Homer is very divided amongst everybody on whether or not this is a good or terrible sprite. There is definitely a decided dislike for the Homer sprite. So I try to pick sprites when it's a time that I know a lot of people can show up for. So like when the European slash the European crowd can be here is when I use those sprites usually. But because I don't want to, like, you know, if they're gonna pick a sprite, I don't want to use it and be like, I used it, you just couldn't be here. Yeah, there's some interesting ones. I've said if they added a Hollow Knight sprite, Hollow Knight would be my sprite. But that is currently not the case, so Hollow Knight is not my sprite. So we're just using random ones. I like Plague Knight. Plague Knight's been a favorite so far. I think everybody got sick of Plague Knight though. And we used Shantae, or I picked Shantae the other day, and I liked Shantae's sprite. I thought that was a good one. Yeah, flavor guy, I know. That one's hilarious. So we got another sword, that's good. Dopey, do you want to know something funny? Even though that's a very American show, it's very possible that at least the UK crowd might know who he is. It's kind of funny. Because when I was living over there, or actually it was when I was just visiting for a little bit, you know, time change completely screwed me up. And I was like, I needed something to fall asleep to, and I just turned on the TV, and what should greet me but diners, drive-ins, and dives? And I'm just like, Oh my god. Yeah. It's just funny, like, that's such an American show, and, like, these are restaurants that would mean, like, nothing. Like, I get humor out of it. I'm just like, okay, sure, why not? The only thing we need is the flippers. We've been talking about the nightmare scenario. Oh, shoot. I didn't want to give rage phase. I didn't want to get into rage phase. So right now there's 2 dungeons I don't need to go to. Hopefully. What the frick today? Come on. Turtle Rock and Ice Palace. I don't need to go to Ice Palace at all. Ice Palace is technically flippers locked. So, like, I will not go to Ice Palace unless absolutely required for boots. That's the only thing that could send me to Ice Palace. But yeah, so yeah, the nightmare scenario is actually real nightmare scenario. I thought of one worse, and it's super crazy. Like, this won't happen. But boots would have to be on pedestal, and the GT big key would have to be on the torch. Like, do you want to talk about nightmare? There you go. But given the options right now, we're going to check out Turtle Rock. We're already on Death Mountain. I don't want to climb it later to find the flippers. And, like, there's only a couple other options I have available if I don't go Turtle Rock. Spike Cave could come up afterwards. So there's a possibility for Spike Cave. I could have to clear Eastern at this point, but I don't want to go back to Eastern because the only thing left really is to just grab the green pendant. As I've said, Ice Palace is off the board. Zora is the other one that kind of is a nightmare scenario right now. Because I didn't go buy the Zora item. And I've had Zora money probably at least an hour ago. We kind of made a joke about how much money we had in this seed, and I thought nothing like, oh, I'm just going to be okay not doing it. You know, when does Zora ever have an item you want? Lol. Today's the day where we have a vanilla Zora. I mean, it wouldn't be impossible, really. I mean, it's definitely in the realm of possibility. It's just so unlikely. But if it is the day, I'm screwed. Like, seriously, like, that's something I'm really not going back to anytime soon. And it's a very, very orphaned check, unfortunately. Like, there aren't many reasons to go back to it. Because there's nothing there that can help me. Most likely, at least. So yes, Devil Homer. Devil Homer! Very momentary Devil Homer. Like, because the other checks that are associated with the flip, like Zora Ledge, the Waterfall, and Hylia Island, and the Hobo all require flippers to check anyway. So, like, there's nothing that could help me with any of those. So Zora's off on its own. I did the catfish even. Like, that's how far out me going to Zora is right now. It is that far by itself. If I got the mushroom, I might go do it. But that's like the only item that's actually going to force me to go that direction right now. I knew why I picked out the mirror. I just didn't do why I picked out the mirror. Go. I'm so glad I didn't forget to do Mimic Cave right there. Like, that would have been apocalyptically bad if I forgot to go in to Zora Cave or to Mimic Cave. And I would have been completely oblivious to the fact I forgot. So, as we've said, there is a nightmare scenario now brewing. I'm saying I'm in go mode. As we've said, the last chance for this to be a really bad seed is if the boots are required for GT. 3 is the magic number. Exactly. If you don't want this race to end soon, hope for 3. Because we are seriously not checking anything in this dungeon. Like, I'm skipping that, even. And I don't skip that check. Almost ever. We are playing Go mode. I'm going to gamble on the 1 in 22 shot that it is not there. The only thing I did extra in this seed really was doing the Eastern play. I don't think we got anything out of Eastern. On the plus side, we did get Tempered Sword. So, Tempered Silverless is okay. I will check these 2 chests down here just in case. These are actually pretty quick checks. Okay. And we'll check the 1 chest in this next room, because this is also like a super quick check. Good check. Ice Rod not required today. Okay, so here's where we're at. Getting my 7th crystal right now. And then we're going to go up to GT. Worst case right now is I'm missing 1 item that could help. We're missing the boots. So, as you can see in the chat, Olkash said 3 is the magic number. So, if it's not 3, we're set. The worst case. So right now, here's the ascending order of badness. Okay. If the big key is not on the torch, we're set. It's over. We're in go mode for sure. All we have to do is just climb the tower, beat Agatu, go kill Ganon. Done and done. Hooray. Hopefully we win the race. First bad scenario. Big key on the torch. If the big key is on the torch, we'll continue to clear the rest of the dungeon, hoping to find the boots in GT. No silvers, yes, butter sword. So if we don't find the boots in GT, then we have to go start looking at other places. The world is my oyster at that point. Really, there's a ton of locations But I have dipped 2 pendant dungeons. Like, we dipped Eastern and Turtle Rock and did most of both of those dungeons. I don't want to go back to them. If I don't have to. Book's not a big deal. Book will only give me 2 checks. We're guessing numbers for where the location of the big key is. Oh, I can check pedestal. And Scruff, you're hoping for 3. Not to put words in your mouth, but you can say 16, but you're hoping for 3. 3 means I might still have to go to Ice Palace today. So yeah, pedestal would be really bad, because then I'd still have to clear all 3 of the pendant dungeons. Okay, a small key on the torch. That's not the worst. I don't know if that means I could need the boots. I don't know if there's a situation where boots would be required for that then. Unlikely, mind you, but possible nonetheless. Hey! All I could see was chat explode for those boots. That's hilarious. And red mail. Oh my god. Yeah, boots were 7. That's pretty funny. Nine. Whew, that's a fun find. Hey, we got the big key. By the way, we're just checking chests just in case this room had the silver arrows. That's all. If I could find the silver arrows, then it'd be nice. It's not required at all. But I do like the idea of checking decent ones if you have the option. I'm a firm believer that, you know, there is need to check those kinds of things when you can save a little bit of time and it's not going to really impact your routing or your timing. I know we're good for health, but I'd rather have sword beams for this next room. No, I didn't want to go back in the room. Possibly. Definitely some good luck there. Yeah, we would have had boots at the same time in the route. The only thing that they could have found that I missed at this point is silver arrows. Still can't get that room. I'm getting closer. That should be a one-cycle room. You shouldn't let that last Wizrobe get away. I don't know for sure, to be honest. Really, Jess? You almost never miss that throw. Top tier rando players could be a lot more than others. Or top tier, probably less so importance. How many Moldorm Falls is that today? 3, 4? Really? I don't seem to have any issue with Moldorm in practice. But whenever I put anything serious to Moldorm, Moldorm's the boss that seems to love to just screw me. There's something about this boss. Two. Zero. Two. Zero. Come on. And the cycles are getting so screwed up. There we go. Oops, we were late on that one. Light World. Interesting. Okay. Whee! I am the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, no. You guys don't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm the 15th person done today. And we got a W. Word. With a 1:43:20 or 1:43:32 as our time. Word. So where were the silver arrows? Is the question. So we'll get to find out one location. Zora could have had them, although I don't know. Yeah, I saw that scruff. I didn't get to look at it. I can work with that one. So let's see. Another couple of completions. Not my opponent. Okay. Solid win. At least a couple of minutes. Let's see if we can find out more about my opponent, because I don't know where they ranked. Really close to where I am. And they have an identical record to me. That's kind of funny. An identical record overall. They've done a lot more of the adventurous seeds than I have. They've done a lot more inverted keys and mystery than I have, so. Okay. I'm gonna move OBS over to there. And we're gonna open up just a browser window and see what's going on. Did they tell me what was on Zora yet, or did I miss the Zora? Shield for sale, thank you. Okay, so that's where my mirror shield was. So they are in GT though, so not huge margin. Okay. I'm guessing that's Apex. Thanks, Gruff. Best wishes in your noble face shooting goals. They look like they have roughly the same equipment that I have. Butter sword. Oh wait, they got mirror shield, so they did Zora. So where does that leave Silver Arrows? Oh, I guess there were a few locations. Then Light World. The Waterfall, Hylia Island, the Hobo, Graveyard, King's Tomb, possibly Mushroom. So Ganon said that did I find the silver arrows in Light World? No, unfortunately, it's not one of the locations that will be revealed. It's only those like specific ones, like Zora, the pedestal, the sick kid. Those are the kinds of locations where the game's like, here's what was at this. So, it's not like specific to the items. There isn't like, oh, here's where the silvers were, here's where this was. It's just like, this is who had that or the other thing. So we did 6 bosses with Master, 1 with Tempered, and 3 with Gold. GT was 10. 9 is wrong because we didn't grab the torch. 3 bonks. We still had 3 bonks in less than, in only less than 10 minutes worth of boot time. 9 save and quits, no deaths, no fairy revivals. Menu time only 3.5 minutes. Total lag time 8.5. Collection rate, a 148 out of 216. I will gladly take a 148. That is a good collection rate in an open seed. Not a lot of double dipping, not a lot of extra. Too much stuff on the screen and the game just slows down. Exactly what it sounds like. Good old Super NES hardware couldn't handle tons of sprites on screen at the same time. So anytime you allow too much on screen and the game slows down. Really, that's all it is. So total in-game time, this doesn't count your save and quits, 1 hour, 41 minutes, 46 seconds. But once again, we had a 140 something. It doesn't matter, honestly. It's still 143.32. So, solid win. Um, I'm watching. They're in Ganon. Unfortunately, um, I don't know. I want to say that I had a mystery seed that was a pedestal seed, and I want to say we did that one close to about an hour and a half. But, it's not a huge deal. What I want to do is I want to be able to say my average for this mode is under 2 hours. That's kind of a reasonable goal, is being able to say, I've gotten my this mode below this time. Open and Ambrosia and whatever the casual modes are going to be, I want those to be under 2 hours on average. I want cross keys to get under 3 hours, and similar for like inverted key sanity. Mystery is a complete toss up. You could get a race for mystery that's super kind. Practically an open seed, or you could get. I was saying yesterday that a buddy of mine in the races, he did mystery Friday night, and his settings were cross world entrance randomizer, key sanity, boss enemizer, expert item pool, hard item functionality, all dungeons. And he played the seed for 5 hours and didn't finish, which is the forfeit. Because the system works on a very tight schedule, you are given 5 hours for the hard seeds. You're given 5 hours for the race. After 5 hours, if you haven't finished, you automatically forfeit. So he had an auto forfeit at 5 hours. He then proceeded to play another hour that night. And he cleared, before the auto forfeit, he cleared every dungeon. Ooh, we just lost connection. Oh no. There we go. Before forfeit, he lost. He cleared every dungeon. Yeah, I lost it for a second. So yeah, he ooh shit. Uh, yeah, he ran for the whole 5 hours on that one, and then proceeded to play a whole nother hour off the race just to see if he could finish it, and it was. He seriously gave it his all, and gave it 6 hours, and got stuck on GT. He cleared every other dungeon, and it was just that GT climb that really kind of screwed him over, because the Landmo fight in the gauntlet, of GT got boss shuffled into a Trinex fight. And Trinex with Master Sword, Green Mail, and like 7 hearts. He only had 7 hearts still at that point in the game, and he had like full cleared everything. Was just brutal. Like, he had 2 bottles. He couldn't find 2 of the bottles. He couldn't find his 8th heart. Like, it was just painful, the settings and how they played out for him. And he played so hard on it. But yeah, that was a brutal one to watch. So like that one, I can see it taking longer. No, his opponent forfeit much sooner. That was the thing. He played out 5 hours. His opponent stopped by after the race was over because he saw that he was still streaming. He was like, he stops in after the race is over. He's like, yeah, I forfeit like 3 hours ago. He was like, I knew it was bad. I was done. So, that happens. It's one of those things. You can't plan on good or bad seeds. So, so the plan is we did it under 2 hours, so perfect. We're going to end this recording, and we're going to switch games. So